In this episode, Shawn and Marianne get to work with the next load of gravel. A friend shows up to help with an upgrade to the tractor and to help spread out 75 tons of gravel for the RV, parking, and special area pads. All this gravel needs to be spread quickly since there are storms in the forecast. Also, a major setback could cause some major issues with the project. Will this get resolved? Stay tuned to find out more. And as always, we invite you to follow along at our attempt to create Donley Cove.
Well, good morning, everybody. We have a couple days of hard work ahead of us.
Yeah. Why?
Why? Let me show you. We got three, not two, three big mounds of gravel that we got to get moved around. And this is the kind of stuff you don't want to leave set, because if it starts getting wet, that's recycled concrete. It might get hard as concrete. And I don't think our little tractor will move it if it's a big rock. So we got to get that moved, spread around. We got a couple days to do it because I go back to work on Monday.
I know.
And it's supposed to rain Monday.
Yeah.
We had another little goof up. If you could see way out there in the yard.
No, it's behind you.
Where's it at? Right on the other side of that tree over there. There's a big mound of gravel in the middle of the yard. Mary, you want to tell them how that happened?
I'm still so upset and sick about that.
This is therapy. Tell your peeps.
So the guy came, it was the same guy dropping all 3 loads of gravel yesterday. First load, he came, he dumped it over here. We told him this is where that's all gonna go, no problem.
He backed down the driveway.
Backed down the driveway the whole way to get here. 500 and some feet, no problem. Second batch that came through, for some strange reason I do not understand, he literally pulled off of the driveway, pulled halfway across, well, it's not really halfway, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but pulled way out into the field and got stuck. And he kept dragging and digging his wheels in deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And finally he gets out and he's like, the only way I'm going to be able to get out, I think, I might be able to get out if I dump the gravel right here. Because usually when I go to sites, there's bulldozers to pull you out. You don't have any bulldozers. No, we don't have any bulldozers.
No, as of what, a week or 2 weeks ago, we don't have a bulldozer.
We wouldn't have had the ability to use it anyway.
True.
But anyway, so I'm like, well, let me go see if I can get, if there's some tarps at my dad's house that you can dump it on, because the 1s and 2s that we had delivered at the end of the driveway, where they were delivered, when they get moved around, of course you get a lot left over in the ground that's like gets ground in, and so you lose all that real estate. Now I got this big giant thing in the middle of my yard part, and I'm just not happy because he dumped it before I even walked back from my dad's house. And you guys know how far my dad's house is. It's literally right there, the brown house. Yeah. By the time I walked there and back, he already dumped it all over the yard and didn't even wait. And I told him I was going to get a tarp to see if my dad had a tarp. So there's yard full of gravel.
To move that.
Yeah.
Over here.
Over here to this pad. Not happy.
And then we got to stop at some point today because we got to go to a birthday party.
Yes.
But then after the birthday party, we're coming back and working until dark. So,
well, I don't know
suck it up, Buttercup.
Dark, but okay.
2 days hard work, because
right.
Quite seriously, if that stuff gets wet come next spring.
Not next spring, next week.
Well,
but whatever.
Yeah, we'll be with pickaxes and sledgehammers. Yeah. So, why don't you? I'm gonna set up the time lapse. Why don't you show them the good news? What we did get done. our little pad there and painted the decks. We didn't show them the decks are painted.
Okay.
You show them that, and we'll get rocking.
Okay.
Got some extra diesel, which we'll probably have to get 2-3 more of those by the time we're done. But all right.
Okay.
Okay, let's get to it.
So Shawn did get the area for the surprise. Got a little bit of gravel laid out there yesterday after they dropped the gravel, which, by the way, we were on the schedule for the day before yesterday for gravel, and then they didn't come all day, and we called them and they're like, oh, later in the day, because the guy who can do it can't come till later in the day. And then he wasn't here still by midday yesterday, so I called him again, and they're like passing me off to guy to guy to guy, and finally they're like, yeah, well, we can't come out, that guy can't come out till Monday. We're like, well, can you at least drop a couple of loads of piles of gravel for the pad? And they said yes, that they would do that. Then they had that problem. But Shawn did pull some of the gravel. They didn't come till 3:07 yesterday afternoon. So Shawn did manage to get this gravel pad done for the surprise. We're gonna tamp it down a little bit today. So that was one thing that got done yesterday. And then this here is one of the 2 decking pieces that we put in place. And so Shawn managed to paint this one up yesterday. Okay, so I just put the bench back up on top. There we go, looks good, we're ready to go. We did not get any tenants yet in the birdhouses. They are still for rent. So, we got that, and then this guy right here. Still nobody moved in. Oh well. And then this is the other deck, and Shawn managed to paint the top of this one, and then I went around and I did the base. So that is now done too. That one awaits furniture and whatever else he plans for. So that was our accomplishments yesterday. Notice that there's a little homemade ballast on the back, made out of, oh look, it's one of the logwood pieces. We did get stuff moved around, but I'm not sure how deep we're going to go with it here. We thought that this was about how deep it it was gonna be, but I don't know. I think we should go higher. Plus we got these big mounds, so I don't know how deep he'll go today, but he's gonna work some more on it. Make a little deeper, I think, and finish it off. We have found some rebar in these piles so far, but nowhere near the extent of the rebar that we found in the other piles of 1s and 2s. But we still have found some, about 7 pieces so far. But at least they're not stuck in the rocks this time around, so we can actually just pick it out and we don't lose the gravel.
This is much easier to shovel than the other stuff.
For this clip, we're doing a voiceover since the tractor is so loud, and we thought it was important to explain what was going on here. With these subcompact tractors, it's very important to have some ballast on the back of them as you're using a loader in the front to help offset the weight that you're lifting and moving around. This helps reduce the bouncing and possible tipping of the tractor, since the machine itself doesn't weigh that much. We could have just purchased the ballast box from Bobcat directly with the weights to add to the box, but just the cost of the box alone without the weights was almost $700. And we needed a solution now too. As you saw earlier in the video, we were using an old log, but that was just not enough weight. So Shawn got a hold of our friend Andrew, and they put their brains together to come up with this solution. It's a simple tote with about 260 pounds of concrete. Through the middle of the concrete is a piece of PVC piping that would allow for a 3/4 inch piece of steel pipe to slip through. Andrew drilled some holes, and on each end of the steel pipe there are cotter pins to hold the pipe in place. This hooked up perfectly to the 3-point hitch attachment at the back for less than $75 and some ingenuity. We now have a ballast on the back of the new Bobcat that can easily be removed for future attachments such as, well, let's move on and get to the gravel pad for the surprise completed. Oh wait, before we do that, let me show you something kind of cool. Baby bunny thinks that if it stays still, I won't see it. There's the bunny.
Pile of metal debris.
much smaller than with the ones and twos. Only 2 rock pieces are attached. The rest was all free. can see the two big piles over here are almost gone. We did get the gravel pad laid over there. He put another layer on there today, so it's officially ready. And then I don't know who worked on it. Andrew came by and helped a little bit today. But there's the extension for the turnaround back that way that is graveled. Of course, the pad is 3/4 done, maybe a little more. And then they even started to use some of the other pile that went in the middle of the yard down here to fill in some of the ruts that the gravel guy made. So we'll come down here a little bit and see how that worked out. When I say they did it, I don't know who did what part. I know Shawn was working on the gravel pad most of the time that I've been here, but I did go and stop at the birthday party. Shawn came home a little early. I stayed there with Dad. When I came home, some things were done. So anyway, back here is where they kind of had done basically that up here when they brought the gravel in. So they filled all that in and leveled that off again until they come back on Monday and do it all over. There's still that giant pile there. It's a little bit lower, but they got a lot done.
We're gonna wrap this one up for today.
Yeah, I think you did a lot of work today.
A lot of work. We even had Andrew over here for a couple hours while we went to a birthday party. And should we show them?
Yeah.
These two big mounds are gone.
Woo!
Gone. We have the pad here for the RV. Don't want to say done, because tomorrow I'm gonna grade it some more and float it, not grade it, float it. Smooth it out a little bit more, but
yeah, there's still a couple of humps here or there that
where
he needs to fix.
the gravel mountains were sitting, I gotta level that out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Not too bad, but a little bit. Took some of that mound over there from the mistake. Andrew did that. He took some of that and fixed the driveway up a little bit. So that's kind of good. And we got a new weight on the back of the tractor.
Yeah, this morning he started with a piece of wood.
Yeah, big old piece of log. Now
Yeah.
we got about 300 pounds on the back of that thing, and that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Big difference. And then we got the pad done over there for the surprise. Yeah. And over there, that pad. We didn't show them that one, did we?
Well, I took a video, but
Did
yeah.
you?
So back there for the parking spot turnaround area.
Yeah. That's all connected. If you can see over here, we connected this pad. to that.
Wait, gotta stop and pick up a piece of wire.
Yeah.
All right.
We connected this pad out to that way. And then we're leaving that hump there. And some of that stuff for when they put in the driveway so we can have a transition. We're probably going to have to do this same little curvy thing here over there.
Over where? I can't keep following you with
sorry.
it backwards.
Over there on that
Okay.
end. So kind of curvy things out. But,
Yeah, if I'd have known that we were going to do that kind of a tour, I would have just turned the camera the other way. But no, I keep going, woo!
that's okay.
All right.
All right, so we're going to wrap it up. Hey, if you like this series, go ahead and subscribe. Our subscribers numbers have kind of stopped.
Grass.
Grass? I am filthy. I got to go take a shower and a nap. But our subscribers have stalled. But we're getting views. So go ahead and click that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything.
All right.
If you're watching on a TV, if you hit the up arrow on your remote, it gives you a little thing to go to the channel and you can subscribe. We subscribe all the time though, because we watch YouTube on TV mainly.
Yeah. He puts it on, I watch it. I don't actually ever choose anything.
Well, you can.
I know, but I don't.
Okay. If you like this one, hit the like button.
All right.
And check out ourhauntedtravels.com.
All right.
Anything else you'd like to add, dear?
Just that there's a lot less of this stuff in the small gravel than there was in the big stuff.
How am I doing on
that's
my
good.
man stamps?
You're doing good on your man card stamps. Yeah.
Didn't flip the tractor.
Nope, haven't flipped the tractor.
Came close.
You
but
tipped it a little bit a couple of times, but you know.
a little bit of tipping, but no flipping. It's okay
There
to
you
tip,
go.
but don't flip.
There you go.
All right, till next time.
Thanks for watching.
And happy hunting.